Okay.
I didn't
Okay.
know it was gonna go that long.
We in this motherfucker. We in this motherfucker. We in this motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I think it's stuck at this point.
I'm sorry. This is another episode of Petty on the Rock.
Glitch mode. Anyway.
That is awesome. I apologize for starting out to all the listeners with that vulgarness, but I got hyped. I thought, man, I felt like I was in the Pastor Troy session.
Yeah.
I was Lil John, one of them. You know, I'm telling my age saying those names.
Short. Thank you for joining Petty on the Rock, for listening, for tuning in, clicking in, all that good stuff. I'm your host, Erica Jade.
And I am Vern the Accomplished, or VTA, whichever one you want to call me on that day.
Alright, let's get to the goods.
Alright. First thing first. I stumbled upon something.
What did you stumble upon?
I stumbled upon an article, and the article stated that Skittles are toxic. Now, it's funny. It is funny because a couple years ago, I found out like M&Ms aren't really the best for you either.
Wait a goddamn minute.
I found out M&Ms, the color, the dyes that they spraying on them to make it the blue and the yellow and all them colors.
Yeah.
I think there's something in that, between that and the shell. I don't think it's the chocolate and the peanuts, but the shell and the coloring of the shell of the M&Ms. Yep. So I heard about that.
I just ate like 2-3 bags in 1 week this week.
I know. Don't worry. Look, I've eaten M&Ms after I found out about the shit, so I'm not perfect. Hey man, they gonna kill us anyway. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I'm around so much secondhand smoke that I wouldn't be surprised about life. Now, I'm gonna read this article since we got a little bit of time. Taste the toxin? Skittles unfit for human consumption. Lawsuit claims. Class action suit says Mars concealed information about toxic ingredient from consumers. A lawsuit filed Thursday in Northern California federal court alleges that Skittles, which boasts the slogan "Taste the Rainbow" on account of their colors, contain a known toxin called titanium dioxide, rendering them unfit for human consumption. Janelle Thomas, a resident of San Leandro, filed a suit against Mars Inc., the confection company that produces Skittles, seeking class action status and alleging that people who consume Skittles are at a heightened risk of a host of health effects, for which they are unaware, stemming from genotoxicity, the ability of a chemical substance to change DNA.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Say it
again. The people who consume Skittles are at a heightened risk of a host of health effects, and they are unaware of it because it's stemming from genotoxicity. Genotoxicity is the ability of a chemical substance to change DNA.
Access denied. Well, I'm not eating any more Skittles or M&Ms as of what's today's date?
What?
Saturday, July 16th, 2002. You heard it here.
Mm,
If
mm.
anybody catches me with any M&Ms or Skittles in between these lips, just slap me
I feel you. The suit
at this point.
contends that Mars has long known about these alleged risks for this chemical, and in February of 2016, publicly vowed that it would phase the chemical out of the product.
Mm-mm. Uh-uh. I think they should give everybody a $250,000 that ever ate some M&Ms. Cause I got a couple of empty bags around here. I think. Well, no, I don't, but I did. But anything that got what the is this? What? All right.
Hey man,
What if this is the reason for a lot of fuck shit that goes on with people's mental?
yeah.
Wouldn't
And
that
so
be
we got to
some shit?
look out for titanium dioxide
Mm
because
mm mm.
you know,
Well,
and and sometimes they be trying not to put it in the ingredient list, but definitely like so, like you said, might have to just stop eating those shelled candies.
mm mm mm.
Yep, 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 yep. Hmm.
At this point, in other news,
All right. In other news, we have to breeze over this topic.
why?
Um, and it hurts my heart that we got to breeze over this topic
Why?
because this is probably one of the most delicate things I've ever heard of in my life. Um, there was a 10-year-old girl,
Mm.
and
This
she had to
already
get,
is going the bad route. But go ahead.
yeah, yeah. There's a 10-year-old girl who had to travel from one state to another to get an abortion.
Mhm.
She was raped.
Oh wow. You said 10 years old?
Yes, 10.
Wow.
And um I from what the reports are saying, this 10-year-old girl was Spanish.
Wow.
Yeah, so
And
this
they
report
should at
this
least, if they're going to say, "Oh, you can't have an abortion or allow abortions." I mean, not allow abortions. My bad. If they're going to hold down on that, at least be like, "Damn, if you're over a certain age, like put an age limit on it," because, like, god damn. So you're saying a 10-year old supposed to keep a child?
yeah,
Wait,
and look,
there's so many things wrong with this situation. But go ahead.
the guy who raped her is named Gerson Fuentes. He was 27,
Mm mm mm.
and he admitted to raping her. You know what I mean? And he's an illegal immigrant, so that's why I think this thing is gaining so much traction. Because had he not been an illegal immigrant, but
It shouldn't matter if he's a legal immigrant or not. Fry his ass and allow that child to live her life. Like,
and he admitted to vaginal contact with her on at least two occasions, and she was only 9 years old. I think the first time.
mm-mm-mm.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
didn't want him and the ones like him. That's just terrible.
yeah. They got his picture. If you want to see it, it's on the shade room.
Oh,
Uh, the mom uh didn't want to identify herself, but she said her daughter is fine and everything they saying about the accuser is a lie.
what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Hey man. Say man.
What are you saying? What are you? I'm not. I'm confused.
Hey man. Say man. For real.
Okay.
For real. Just that's all I can say about that part. Like, we don't know what was going on. We don't know what the deal was, but I just can't wrap. I could. There's nothing wrapping my mind around a 10-year-old agreeing to that.
Right. Oh, that's what the mom is trying to say.
I mean, if they saying everything they saying about this man is a lie, when he clearly got at the jump when she was 9 years old, like,
Funny business.
yeah, there's something definitely up with that. So, yep. Now, let's see. Let's see what else I got for y'all on this glorious day.
Hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. Yes. There's a guy, 89 years old. Uh, he killed his wife so he could have an affair with another woman. Her body was found in a septic tank decades,
What?
decades, decades,
Mm.
decades after she vanished. Decades plural after she vanished.
Wow. That's alarming.
Yeah. And so the 89-year-old who was convicted at court today lived as a free man for 40 years after her death and even tried to blame serial killer Fred West for the murder. However, he was convicted by a 10-2 majority verdict today after the jury of 7 men and 5 women deliberated for only 16 hours over the course of 4 days.
Sheesh.
That shouldn't even took that long.
I about to say it took that long, eh?
All right, it shouldn't even took that long.
Mm.
They was trying to get some of that jury money,
Them
perk or
hours.
whatever it is,
Hmm.
court fees or what have you.
So was he sentenced?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Like they ain't found her body till like 2019.
That is crazy.
She disappeared in 1982.
What?
Yeah,
Well, that's a bit odd, you know.
yep. So that shit crazy.
Mm.
He threw that body in the septic tank.
Tragic.
That is fucking crazy, man.
All right, and other topics.
All
I want
right,
to talk about this P Valley. So
all
me
right.
personally, I don't have anything against the LGBT community at all. I'm bisexual, so I don't know. I don't really count too much of shit I be doing because it's not like I don't know anything about the protests or anything like that. Like I believe there's like people that's really in a rally type situation, like they're allies and all that stuff. I don't know. I can't say that I've ever really committed to that. I just know I like people. I like good people, and I believe in standing up for what you believe in, right?
Right.
So, anyway, I say all that to say, I also watch gay porn. So I personally, I've never watched the show. I just know it's something about strippers and a gay guy who's like the house mom or the owner, and apparently there was a gay scene with two guys, but that's not to me. That's not any different from two girls. Me personally, I don't like watching two girls. I think it's boring, but that's just me. Um, but I don't see what the big whoop about it is. Like, there's been a lot of sex scenes phenomenally done, that people in iconic movies, and you don't really hear about it. But you hear about two gay guys, and it's like it's a uproar. That's how I feel about it because I wouldn't even have known what was going on if I didn't know what was going on. That's what people's main concern is. And I pulled up a. Did I send it to you? But I
No.
posted it on Twitter.
Yeah, you posted it. Yep, you posted it.
Hold on, Twitter. Give me a second. Okay, so I posted it on Twitter, and basically the Facebook post said, I watched about 2 episodes, and after that, I was done. Y'all can have that Pickle Valley. Give me the Sisters TV show. Someone said, no straight man watches P Valley, not even with his girl. Well, lady. I just asked, what were your thoughts? Is it homophobic? Is it personal preference? Or is it immaturity to not be able to watch a show that displays LGBT sexual or sensual scenes? And then I followed that. What's the difference? Sex is sex, correct? Are you uncomfortable or uneasy? That's all I had to say about that. How do
All
you
right.
feel about it?
I feel like anybody is entitled to watch anything that they want to watch.
And I just feel like they're making a big deal out of it.
About
People are
nothing.
making it because that's what the scene. Like y'all not talking about the acting. Like I've seen a blogger on YouTube pretty much talk about how I guess the guy who plays plays one of the gay guys is married or whatever, but he's getting all this backlash and all this
Hmm.
scrutiny because they're like, "How are you married? You're definitely gay. I seen the episode. It looks so real." Blah blah blah. It was god damn. Like, sheesh, who? I don't know who died and made people president, but
Right. Right.
it's crazy.
I mean, look, there's an entire industry of that. There's a secret industry that's a lot of gay for pay, and then there's
I
like
mean,
a
whose
known
business
industry
is it?
of gay
Who?
for pay.
What's the difference from gay for pay or goddamn prostitution? I feel like it's all the same thing. It's just being labeled something different because
Look,
it's
man,
people of the same sex. Honest.
sometimes, and what people have to realize about like TV shows is that unfortunately, in order to nail or grab better roles or more roles or a wide variety of roles, you might have to do some things you don't want to do. Will Smith
Okay.
played
So
that
then
gay character.
my next question is: are there no gay actors? Why couldn't they hire a gay guy to do it then?
Well, what I will say, what I will say about that is,
Don't people
it
always be in an uproar about that type of shit anyway? Like, oh, you could have used a real deaf actor, or you could have used a real African actor. When oftentimes when people impersonate African
right,
dialect, and they're not nowhere near.
right, but nah, what I will say about that is, um, in a movie or in a TV show, sometimes it might be harder to cast an actual,
Why?
you know, an actual person of that orientation for that role.
Why?
Um, what if, okay, so you never know, and I hate to make it seem like a transphobic thing or a homophobic thing, because nothing about this is just you don't know what the other actor might be into, and you don't want to
So
give
you
the
can't get
impression
two gay actors to do it?
not to play the roles that both of these guys probably had to play. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch the show regularly, but I watched the show enough to keep up with the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So Like
I
I
feel like I should
definitely,
watch it, but I just don't. I'm
like
just, I'm not
I
a fan of
remember.
stripper shows because I feel like I've actually been a dancer. So all the shows are kind of like, mm, yeah, I guess, you know.
Yeah, but like these guys are just, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if motherfuckers probably had some secret sugar in the tank somewhere, or they really good acting, or whatever the case is. I
Hmm.
know that motherfucking Chris Tucker had to put on that dress in The Fifth Element and act like he was gay that whole movie or whatever he was.
He was not gay. He was like, what is that called? What is that shit called? Flamboyant. He was like, I don't know how to explain it, but
I
I didn't
don't know.
gay. That was like
Uh,
Prince. Was Prince gay?
I don't think Prince was gay.
All right then.
But okay, I get it. I get what you're saying.
He
I
might have
get
been
what you're
gay,
saying.
but I didn't
But they
really.
made him. What's that word? I don't know the word. But yeah, we basically saying the same thing. But
Hmm.
they portray him in a nature, to clean up my words, because you know how people get. Like, but they put him in a manner that would appeal to that community.
Hmm.
When I don't think Chris Tucker would have wanted to necessarily sign up for that, you
Uh,
know.
I
But
mean,
in order to widen your base, you got to do things like that. Like I gotta bring the Will Smith thing up again. 6 Degrees of Separation, I think, is that movie.
yo, I didn't even know about that till it was like so many years later,
Yeah, and that
and
was
I
his
was just like,
first. That was his
okay,
first Joan.
damn,
That was his first stab at acting.
damn.
You know what I mean? So imagine, like, man, I got to make this commitment to just, oh well.
Stab these cheeks.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean,
and that's not knocking actors that have to play that character. Like,
I think it's all
to
about if
be
you're
honest, I
comfortable.
wouldn't know, huh?
I feel like if you're comfortable, you're comfortable, gay or
Yeah,
not. You know?
put it to you like this. I wouldn't honestly know if uh rest in peace to the man Michael K. Williams was gay or not
Who?
to this day. If he was bisexual, any of that. Omar from The Wire.
Uh,
Like,
but
man,
again, it goes back to why does it even matter?
yeah. So my thing is, if men could tolerate all this other shit, because you're not telling me all females was watching Oz. It was happening on Oz. So
The
this
gayness,
is, huh?
like gay. I don't know. I didn't really
Oh,
watch.
you didn't watch Oz? Oh, it was jumping on Oz, and we was kids. That
I
shit
didn't
was
watch.
jumping on Oz.
I didn't watch it like that. Like I knew.
Like, so yeah. So I'm like, man, niggas can't. People, this generation is a lot more sensitive than it used to be. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. This generation. So I don't know. The niggas couldn't tolerate a little bit of that and could watch Oz. That can't be the same generation that was watching Oz saying that shit. You feel me? That's some young nigga who insecure about whatever he got going on. For real.
Right.
Like that's the conclusion I can make about that post. Like, oh, no straight man is watching this show, not even by itself. Hold on, what if the motherfucker is a fucking movie major, or not movie major, but a theater major or a journalist or something like that, and need to report on the shit? Like, you heard me when I saw it. I said, God damn, that shit was descriptive.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
said that shit 3 episodes ago on here. Like, dog, that shit was descriptive. And like I say again, to this day, that junk was nowhere near as bad as the snowfall scene when homeboy got raped. And we didn't even see that. All you could do is hear that. And that shit felt more painful than watching those two niggas get it on. So that niggas is insecure.
Yeah, I
I
feel.
was traumatized after that episode of Snowfall.
Why did he rape him again?
Cause they wouldn't tell. They wouldn't tell.
And rape was the first place to go, so he
Look,
wasn't gay.
look. Hold on. Wait. If you watch the episode, they
Mm-hmm.
had that nigga tied up. Motherfucking. They was taught. They halfway tortured him. Had him dead to rights.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga, they done beat him up half to death. They ain't had nothing else they could do. They called that last level of reinforcement. That nigga went in there and he took that shit.
Oh.
And when I mean he took it, he took that shit.
And he was
That shit
gay?
made, huh?
He was gay for real in the show, or just like.
Look, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just know he walked in there and young. If you could look, I think it's either season 1 or season 2. It might be season 1. Season 1 of Snowfall. I think it's episode 5. One of them episode 3, 4, 5. Some shit. I don't know. I know that shit made me not want to watch Snowfall no more. I eventually went to watching it again because I was like, I'm playing myself. But
Mm-hmm.
that shit hurt me. That shit hurt me. I was like, John Singleton, you should be ashamed of yourself. Got that boy giving up them damn cookies like that. He's just gonna get the cookies, the milk, the tray,
Yo.
the table.
Yeah.
Dog, that shit is painful to hear. That shit, that's how you know it's good. That's how you know it's a good ass show. When that shit offended a nigga who couldn't even see it happening. So that P Valley shit is fucking vanilla compared to that shit. And we saw elements. I saw the
You
condom in the
said it
man's
was
mouth. I
vanilla
saw the
compared to that
lube go
shit.
down the nigga back and shit. I saw all that shit, and that shit
Wait.
still was vanilla.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the nigga had the condom in his mouth. That shit was hilarious, young. I swear. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, these niggas is getting it to cracking, ain't they?
Yeah.
Wow. And the only reason I couldn't
Wow.
look, I couldn't be mad because I promise you, 3 minutes before, only 3 minutes before that crazy ass scene, it was two banging ass females getting it on. And I was like, yo, this is something, ain't it? Fuck. I guess I am watching this shit. So they roped you in. That's why all the niggas got offended because they got roped in by that nice ass girl on girl scene that you would appreciate too. I know it's a little vanilla. I know you don't like girl on girls.
Like girl and
I'm
girl.
telling you, you like booty enough to appreciate this shit. It wasn't like supposed to be, it's fucking a TV show, so they can't really fuck on TV shows. That's my whole point about it. You can't fuck on a TV show, so why are you getting offended about some niggas? It's fake fucking.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah,
I can dig that.
yeah. But nah, you'll be able to dig that shit. I'm telling you. You like ass more than I do. So
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, you would appreciate that shit. I promise you. And then you get to laugh at the two dudes getting it on. You might have to watch that episode so you can laugh.
I would not laugh. I like gay porn. What part did you hear?
No, you would laugh at that shit.
No.
I was in amazement at that shit. That's why I was laughing like, yo, and they getting it the crack, and I ain't even mad. I'm not even mad. And that's how I know I'm growing as a person. I might have been mad a couple years ago, but nigga, I'm not mad right now. Nigga, yes, man, look, man, we alive. We can breathe. I'm happy we got the ability to make this shit a talking point for our progression.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's my real opinion on that shit. Like, thank you for making that shit some time that we get to talk about it. No matter if people agree or disagree with it, like we get to talk about it and highlight it. And that's like a mostly black show. So man, motherfuckers should support that shit. Get on Stars or
Mm-hmm.
watch it however you can watch it and watch that shit. Because yeah, it's a black shit.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, oh well, but at least support it. It's black shit. You
It's
know how much episodes of fucking Tyler Perry TV shows I watch, and I don't like that shit, but it's on.
But it's on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're a fucking nut.
And no offense to Tyler Perry, shit, I'm just happy he got the fucking room to make shit like that happen. So I'm always try and watch some shit. Like, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a little bit of time. I ain't doing shit else, trying to chase that similar dream.
That's it.
Why not study some shit? I ain't trying to put no dress on, but
You know.
they give me enough money, I might sell out. Shit,
Yo.
gas almost $6 a gallon. Fuck.
Yo. Burn.
Goddamn. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Yeah. No, I'm
I'm
tired.
tired.
Alright, what else you got for us, Burn?
All right, let's see, motherfucking. All right, so there used to be, well, okay, no, the suicide hotline still exists.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's noticing since, like, especially since since the pandemic or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that suicide rates have gone up tremendously
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. You know what I mean? And uh ironically enough, it's spiking in areas they probably ain't expected to spike in. A lot of rural areas, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So they have introduced a shorter version of said number.
Mm-hmm.
It's different than the number, and the actual number still works, but this is like their new rollout, and
Oh,
it's 988.
988.
Yeah.
988. So
So if you are having any thoughts of, like,
thoughts you shouldn't have, because no
yeah,
one deserves to go
or
out like that.
right, because even though there's a
Life can be a
whole
fucking lemon.
topic about suicide that I won't dive into because it's it's contradictory to what I believe, but the what if is so funny that I always explore it in my mind. So
Mm.
yeah, it's one of those, like, cheat code ass what ifs, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to go into it because I don't subscribe to it. But that
Yeah.
is a hell of a what if though. And
It's not worth it, the outcome.
yeah, I feel like it's not worth it because shit. Either look, man, I think we talked about the guy who cut his dick off, right?
The guy who cut his dick off.
Okay. So good. This is great. We're gonna
We
this is
gotta
awesome.
stay on
So
topic of
this is the
trending
same.
topics.
This is under the topic of suicide.
Okay.
It's on the topic of suicide. The nigga was down on his luck. He was a rapper, a West Coast rapper
Mm-hmm.
from the Wu-Tang Clan
Oh shit.
affiliate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Wu-Tang Clan affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh from the Killer Bees or something like that. I know, because all respect to them, I ain't trying to get attacked by them. Nothing but love to them niggas. But he's one of those guys. He's still with them, if I'm not mistaken. His rap name is Christ Bearer,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so he was down on his luck once upon a time, and I think he was like going down for child support, and a lot of shit was just mounting on top of him, and blah 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 blah. And he was at a party, and I think he hit some water, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And amongst other things, like, he did a whole bunch of shit, but then he hit the PCP. And then when he hit the PCP, he got the grand idea to cut his dick off and jump on, off, I think, either a 2-story building or a 3-story building. I think it was 2, because he jumped off the shit and lived.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that shit is wild. That is definitely wild. But he said at that moment, he tripped out and was like, man, maybe it's a good idea to cut that motherfucker off. And he cut it off. And yeah, and I guess the shock of cutting that motherfucker off made him run and jump out of the window.
Jesus.
Yeah, but the fact that he lived is just amazing, though. Yeah, the fact that he lived is amazing, and he said his dick still works, so that's even funnier. But yeah, about the suicide hotline. If you're feeling down, you ain't gotta go through that big 1-800 number anymore. I feel bad because I used to know it, but I've since taken some steps to step away from that area of life altogether.
Right.
Okay. But to those that do struggle with being to the point to where they feel like they're at that point, at least you get 3 numbers to dial, and that's 988.
Yeah, because I might want to off myself by the 5th number.
Yeah. And I think Logic had a song that got the number on it. And so you look up Logic, the Suicide Hotline is one of those jumps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shout out to Logic.
Yeah, shout out to Logic.
Why you trying like that?
I don't like him.
I thought you did.
No, I don't like Logic. That nigga thirsty.
Well, who's the one you do like?
I like a lot of rappers, but
No. It was a white guy or a mixed guy.
a mixed rapper that I
You
like.
never liked Logic.
Nah, as you got me confused with the wrong person.
No, there was someone you liked. I was like, why is this?
I like Young Gravy more than I like fucking Logic.
Oh, so you don't got no white rapper that you like?
I like Young Gravy. I like Jack Harlow.
No, that's not it.
I like Mac Miller. Mac Miller is my man.
I like Mac Miller.
I love Mac Miller. It's not even a like. Rest in peace to Mac Miller. I don't know. There's a lot of white rappers I like, if I'm not mistaken, I think.
I can't put my finger
I just think some of them are a little whack. Shit. You could give me the dude who be doing all the rapping from 21 Pilots over Logic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that nigga be spitting. You wanna hear some bars. You go listen to motherfucking Trench by 21 Pilots and find the right song. He's spitting on that.
I know there was somebody you liked and don't like anymore, but I can't put my finger on it. Because you used to be like, yeah, I like him, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, really? That was my thought, but whatever.
Maybe it's Young Gravy.
No. Who's your top 3? Your top 3?
Oh, my top 3 favorite rappers?
Yeah.
Redman, Jay-Z, and Lil Wayne.
All right. You think you know a person?
What?
I swear.
Eminem's not bad. Eminem's dope.
No, I like Eminem. He's alright.
Oh, I was saying Eminem's dope. Asher Roth had a run. I thought Macklemore was whack as hell.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't stand. He's clout chasing. Him and Logic are some clout chasing. Like they had my thing is you're looking for you came out with an agenda to make the bread. I get it. I don't know how much you like the art form though. You know what I mean? Because if like you give with Macklemore, you come out with the fucking Nate Dogg shit for your first single, and then you motherfucking you come out with the fucking the the up tempo jump with the John Legend hook ass shit, and then your third single is When I Was 8. I thought that I was gay. Nope, I'm cool. I'm cool. You doing too much.
No. No.
I'm cool. I don't care how nice you was before that. Those shouldn't have been your first 3 singles. I'm cool.
Why?
You obviously chasing something. Like, that's how I feel about Lil Nas X. You know how I feel about that.
Oh,
You're
that's
obviously
my
chasing
guy.
something.
He's
Yeah. And
talented.
look, amazingly talented. Amazingly talented. Shit. I feel like that a boy Orlando Brown.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
look,
He's funny.
before you showed me that video, I was gonna say a lot of harsh ass shit about that guy. But when
See?
you showed me that video, I understand it now. And I don't think the internet has seen that video. Like, I think the internet should watch the video collectively so they can
Mhm.
know that he
Out of
didn't
his
mean
mind.
anything by saying that.
Right.
It didn't even warrant a response. It didn't even warrant all the attention it got.
No.
That shit
Because
was just
people
in
blew
the
that
mix of
shit up.
everything.
They blew that shit up like he said some, like, I don't know. I just think he did a wonderful job because it has, what, 1.5 million views in 3 days. There's people that's making music that ain't doing that. So
Yeah, yeah,
shout
yeah,
out to Funny Marco for that interview because he's a fool.
yeah. And
He,
I might
he
be,
yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch some more of those interview
yeah,
episodes.
yeah. He looked like he's having a ball up there too. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the best part about it. And some big people behind it because you see that really was Lil Wayne's manager right there. I
Yeah.
believe that really was John B over there too.
Oh snap.
When he was like, John B, John
Yeah.
B. I think that really was John B over there. So it wasn't like he was all the way on. Like, that shit had a whole funny vibe.
Yeah.
So that shit, he was supposed to say some wild ass shit like that about Bow Wow.
I mean, Bow Wow say wild, stupid shit about himself. I mean,
He
he
wouldn't
lied
say he
about
would,
being
you know,
no, but he
you know.
lied about being on a plane. So what's the gay rumor?
Hold on, man. I mean, hold on. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Nah, nigga, if you lying, you not flying. But all right,
Mhm.
what I want to talk about next is
Mhm.
RickRoss versus Gilly.
Let's just say I want to get my piece out real quick. I like Gilly. I was living under a rock. Clearly, I mean, there's people I don't know. As my friend said, I don't know who Gilly the kid is, but you know who the brat's wife is. Yeah. Okay. Hello. You don't know who the CEO is? What about? I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. I
It's
just
because you like booty. That's why I said you need to walk.
probably that's not why I like her. I like her because she's a businesswoman with a big butt. But that's not the point. The
Yes.
point is,
Yep, yep, yep.
um, see, got me sidetracked. Oh, Gilly, yeah, Gilly. I didn't know who he was, cause I was under a rock and I didn't know too much about shit. But he's a funny ass man. Not only is he funny, he's very truthful. Like Rick Ross, what are you doing? But go ahead. I would let you get you. They both got way more money than me, so they don't care about what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying how I feel about the situation. And if I was Rick Ross, I would just shut up, sit down, work out, do something.
Nah, I gotta give the different opinion.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So niggas be afraid to think outside of their real thinking.
Oh shit.
Yep, I said it. Niggas be afraid to think outside of their real thinking. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
if you got a show called
Mhm.
$1 million worth of game
Mhm.
and you ain't putting niggas on to every area of game and you just interviewing these niggas and kicking the same old street shit all day long, are
Mhm.
you really elevating motherfuckers to $1 million worth of game? Or are you staying closed minded and just want to take time to pick on the motherfucker because a motherfucker took a jab at you on Instagram because you got your feelings hurt on the bullshit? Don't they say ignore the comments?
Yeah.
No matter who comment, they be like ignore the comments.
Mhm.
So homeboy couldn't even ignore the comments, and now you know to to one segment of people, yeah, he gonna look like a real ass nigga. Oh, he talked about a CO, yeah, blah blah blah, whatever, whatever. Fuck all that. The nigga needed a job, and he probably was sneaking some shit through that shit because that's Florida, and you know Florida be on that shit. So you can't tell me that nigga probably ain't make more money being a fucking CO than we would even know. Like some shit really be deeper than rap because back in the day I felt exactly like Gilly, but the way America's been working and how this nigga just managed to come up on all this different kind of bread, you know he was in that fucking jail hustling.
Mm-hmm.
You know he was. Fucking he wasn't just in there clocking in and clocking out no regular check. Nope. But that's neither here nor there. I ain't in their pockets. I ain't in their business. But what I will say is Rick Ross buying that cow, motherfucking put him in a whole different tax bracket as far as tax breaks goes. They
Mm-hmm.
give a lot of tax breaks the motherfuckers that got animals and agriculture like that because it's automatically deemed farmland with enough land on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he got other little animals and shit. So, you know, for real, the farm game on the low hand is where it's at. I
Mm-hmm.
personally know somebody who's been trying to get all their pieces together so they could just go get some farmland and
Mm-hmm.
start growing shit that way and making a profit in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit is a real thing. And for a motherfucker to clown somebody and be ignorant and be like, oh, he got a cow. And then that just, you know,
It wasn't
funny.
him saying he had a cow. It was him saying he spent more money on his cow than he did his wife.
Well, guess what? If Gilly wouldn't have been on some, I got a cow, I got a cow, trying to be funny, trying to big, you can't be big dog in every situation. Why can't, why
So
don't
wait a minute.
people,
So how
uh,
did this start, and why are you saying Gilly is wrong, even though I thought it was hilarious?
I guess it was some kind of post that Gilly made on Instagram.
Mhm.
Rick Ross made a sideways comment.
Mhm.
Or actually, to be honest, I don't even know if Gilly made the post. But Rick Ross made a little sideways comment in regards to Gilly somehow.
Mhm.
Gilly gets offended because
Mhm.
he did that same shit Soldier Boy did with Wiz's kid or whatever.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
So like so motherfucking so he makes that comment under that post or whatever. Gilly sees that shit. So Gilly quick to fire back on
Mhm.
the nigga buying the cow. You could have fired back at the nigga. All the little jabs you took at the nigga after he got you back on that. I spent more money on my cow than you spent on your wife.
Mhm.
You had all them jabs in the tuck. You could have said all them jabs first before you got all trying to show them up on the cow shit. Cause guess what? The money always gonna beat the fucking the money gonna always beat the jokes.
Oh my gosh.
Think
Yeah.
about it. If you saved $3 million and somebody only made $3 million that
Oh
year,
shit. Okay.
just just you know, the money gonna always beat the conversation. And it's not me even pocket watching. This is just from a motherfucker who is really looking at different areas of business and shit. You feel me? This ain't
Mhm.
from a nigga that's just saying two niggas argue. This is from a, oh, you gonna clown on a nigga investment, so the nigga gonna stun on you. And now you mad that the nigga stunning on you, but you the one who clowned the nigga investment. You could have clowned all the shit you said after the nigga stunning on you. So you trying to build up your content.
Oh
You
shit.
not really in the business of taking jabs. You wanted this type of attention to draw more attention.
Oh shit. Well.
Yeah, man. But that's that on that. That's how I feel about that.
Okay. In other news.
All right. DJ Tim Westwood is accused of having sex with a 14-year-old.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. It's squeezing.
DJ Tim Westwood
Okay.
is accused of having sex with a 14-year-old.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Yep. Yep. That, and look, I'm just gonna leave that there. They swept it under the rug. Nobody's talking about it. They swept it under the rug. Nobody's talking about it.
And it's a
All
DJ
right.
who?
Huh?
DJ who?
DJ Tim Westwood. If you don't know who he is famous for having like a TV show that like interviews motherfuckers and they do performances too, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He's like I think he's like a London Bama or something like that.
Okay.
Well, like he had, if I'm not mistaken, he had a real famous Nicki interview. He had a real famous I want to say either a Wayne or Drake one, and he had a couple of other real famous ones back, in his time span. Like
Okay.
he's well known. He's well known. Like
Okay.
for real.
Wow.
Let's see. Yeah, he's a British DJ.
And nobody's locking his British ass up.
Well, and he said, well, they're saying that it happened in the 90s. And but
Okay.
he was in his 30s at the time though.
I don't get what does that mean?
I mean, it's just yeah. And he's also facing a current string of sexual assault allegations from multiple women, all all of whom are black.
And he is what?
He's not black, he's white.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. He's had a history of inappropriate and predatory behavior between 1992 and 2017. Sounds a lot like someone who's in jail for life right now. That's a very talented artist whose songs I can't play, who I'm really tempted to play on almost every day
I
of the
would
week.
still listen to R. Kelly. I'm sorry. If the man that raped me can still be a pastor, then I can still listen to motherfucking R. Kelly.
You know what? That is awesome logic.
Take that for what you want.
That is awesome logic. I can't even lie. Because
People who molested me in church can be ordained and still have authority in church and still deliver the word and still talk to motherfuckers about how not to go to hell, oh, I can listen to some motherfucking R. Kelly.
You got a point there.
Sorry,
Because, R. Kelly and Tory Lanez, unfortunately, are both on my list that I just got to leave it alone. And I want to...
Why are you not listening to Tory? Because of Meg?
Just because, just in case he did it, man.
You don't listen to Chris Brown either?
Hey, hear me out.
Sound like some biased shit to me.
Hear me out.
I'm good. You're full of shit.
Hear me.
Help me out, cuz.
Look, that's all I'm gonna say about that is hear me out. Just hear me out. Hear me out. That's all I gotta say about that. Just hear me out, baby. Like, you gotta understand, man. I don't listen to him religiously or nothing.
I'm sure, yeah.
But like that Slime and Beat album, him and Young Thug, oh my God.
Sure, yeah.
Oh my God. 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 I'm gonna stop saying oh my God. But oh my God. I was in these Twitter streets, right? And in these Twitter streets, they were stringing together. I was looking up a bunch of fun facts, right? They said Elvis wrote to Martin Luther King about doing a gospel album together.
At this point, I think everybody's just making up these fun historical figure acts. I mean, facts, because there's one going around about a princess named Manako Minaj, and that's Nicki Minaj, and she looks just like her, and blah blah. Like, come on, bro. Not saying
Hey
that shit ain't
man,
true, but
hey man, I just I like the I definitely would love to hear like an alternative theory to the Elvis thing because unfortunately we didn't come up in the era, so we don't know if he just got all the help from black people and was cool with black people, but took off and got the legendary status because he was white and people wasn't around to actually see him in real time, so could just be like, oh, he stole black people music instead of knowing if he took the time, did the research, linked up with said people or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Like there's unfortunately I only brought up the topic of Elvis because there is a real twisted bad narrative about Elvis.
mm-hmm,
There's not, you know what I mean? Especially well when it comes to certain areas of the black community. There's a lot of and it not that it should matter, but if motherfuckers are wrong about who this person was, we would I would love for my honor to be defended if somebody was wrong about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what color the person is defending me, regardless of, what it is and how it is. So that's why I brought that to the forefront. Like, yeah, he might have did a lot of fucking Justin Bieber in as far as the biting department and melodies and all that, so he could have his peaches down in Georgia and
mm-hmm,
whatnot. But what if he also was like the Biebs and knew a bunch of motherfuckers that just so happened to be of melanated, you know what I'm saying, tone and rhythm and all that, and took his notes or whatever. I one of my idols is Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl was the drummer for Nirvana and he's the front man for the Foo Fighters.
mm-hmm.
Dave Grohl has admitted to stealing from uh, a couple of black drummers.
You said you like him.
Huh? Oh yeah. This my man. Look, Dave Grohl is my inspiration still,
Mm.
and he's white as the flake of snow. And there might be some conspiracies tied to him and all kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I feel about Dave Grohl how I feel about Jay-Z. Like those motherfuckers are real inspirational characters. Like, and Dave Grohl just so happens to be from the DMV. And I thought he just used to steal a bunch of go-go shit. But he stole a bunch of disco shit too. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit just goes to show like and he openly admits it. He don't hide it from nobody. He ain't, oh, this is my shit. He's nah, I took this because I knew this is gonna make that sound like that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, like you gotta admire people that could do shit like that. That's the only reason people love DJ Khaled as much as they do. It's the only reason people love Diddy as much as they do. Diddy could make some beats, but he ain't make all them banging ass bad boy beats.
Mm.
Stevie J got hella checks from that shit. It was a group of niggas who did a lot of that for him. You feel me? But he was able to arrange that shit the right way that nobody else could. And
Mm-hmm.
magic, you feel me?
Right.
So, that's just that. That's just that. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Uh Let me see what else I got.
Mm.
Cause I'm almost at the end.
Mm-hmm. I'm just doing my makeup. That's why I'm kind of quiet.
It's all good. It is all good. Let's see. Man, I don't know what's up, but a lot of people that's getting caught with fentanyl are getting let go.
Mm.
You know, I'm always on conspiracy theory time, so I definitely feel like it is definitely something up with that shit because remember we talked about them two Spanish looking boys that got caught up, Spanish and white passing looking boys, I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
They got caught with all that fentanyl and got let go. And then there was a dude, it's a black dude from the DMV area that got let go. You know what I'm saying? And had a whole bunch of fent on him.
Right.
And they like, why the hell, like, how the fuck did he get let go and he had all that fent on him? Like,
Right.
fuck all that. Like, nah, I can see if a nigga broke out, but how the fuck he get let go? No, 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 no.
How about nobody's care? Where the fuck is this mass production coming from? Is anybody worried about that?
Right, right, right. Exactly. Exactly.
Like, fuck the people that's about to sell it. Where the fuck is they getting that shit from?
Right.
Like, y'all can't make this any more illegal? Like,
All right, I got something funny. I got two funny stories that ties white and black people together.
mm.
The first one is the Backstreets hit songs "I Want It That Way."
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell,
yes, were
tell the people
written, arranged, and produced by Full Force.
who were the bullies on House Party.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta love that shit.
Black people are amazing. Whites are amazing too when they realize,
But
you know.
you have to, man. You know how it is. You gotta love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love that shit. They said the song "Like a Boy" was written for Kelly Rowland, but her A&R passed on it. And then when Kelly heard it, she told the writer she wanted a song just like it, and the writers was like, "This song was supposed to be for you, but your A&R turned it down."
Mm-hmm.
And she was tight. They said Casey and JoJo are related to Fantasia, Stephanie Mills, and Dave Hollister.
Boy, damn. All my
Yep,
life.
yep. All right, and this is okay. I got two more.
Mm-hmm.
They said a kind white family provided acting lessons to MLK and Coretta's kids when others refused. The Kings honored them by paying the hospital bill when their daughter was born. That child grew up to be talented and kind as well. Her name is Julia Roberts.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you hear me? You
Wait,
hear me? You hear me?
what?
They said this another this yeah. I love the Twitterverse. They gonna spit out some facts we ain't know about. They said Pharrell got
Mm-hmm.
Khalees pregnant and told her not to have it. And the song "I Hate You So Much Right Now" is actually about Pharrell. But they said that song about that song "I Hate You So Much Right Now" is not about Pharrell. But Pharrell did get her pregnant and tell her not to have a baby. But
What?
the first story is, you know how that go. You know how that go. Uh, they said Left Eye was hit in the eye by one of Bobby Brown's dancers in 1993 on tour. That's how the signature line under her eye came about to cover it up. Later, she came back ready with a gun, trying to shoot the damn girl. They had to calm her down to take the gun from her. Left Eye was a G.
Yeah.
Left, Left Eye was a G. Now, I know you probably heard this before.
What?
Bobby Womack.
Oh yeah, he was a shit.
Sam Cooke's protege attended Sam Cooke's funeral in Sam Cooke's suit with Sam Cooke's wife driving Sam Cooke's car, then later married Sam Cooke's wife and got caught sleeping with her and Sam Cooke's daughter.
Mm, 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 mm.
That boy was cold. Super, super,
Cold
super duper
blooded.
cold. Oh, they said Britney Spears Hit Me Baby One More Time was supposed to be for TLC, but they turned it down.
I couldn't imagine them singing that either. If it had the
Man,
same melody.
shit. T-Balls would have smoked that shit.
Oh, baby, baby.
T-Balls would have smoked that shit.
All right, so we're getting a little dry on the podcast.
Yep.
I'm
It's over. It's over.
because at this point, I think you're just reading off of Twitter.
Hey, you know, I had to give you a couple fun facts, man. I typed in fun facts. So,
Oh shit!
yeah. Because I typed in fun facts, I had to read off a couple of them.
Got it.
You know.
All right, you guys. This has been another episode of Petty on the Rocks.
See
Make sure you
y'all
follow
later.
us on Twitter. What's your Twitter, Vern?
It's Vernon Petty _OTR. Yep, that's my Twitter. Only got 10 followers, so y'all, you know, I'll be cool with 13, 14. I'm not picky. You know,
Right.
Jesus only had 12, so anything more than 12 mean I'm gonna have a cult like following.
Yo.
You know what I'm talking about? Shit. Jesus only had 12, damn it.
Cut it out.
All I need is 13. Shit.
Yeah.
let's get me to 13 people.
And the podcast is Petty OTR podcast, right?
Yep.
All right. Because somebody tried to take the name, or I don't know what happened, but
You know how that go. And you could look us up on that link tree at Petty on the Rocks, and it will have all of the places that you could find the podcast.
right.
You can find it on Apple, Spotify, iHeart. We everywhere. We everywhere. It's always a spot for you to find and listen to us. And I believe both sides is everywhere too by now. I believe. I'm not sure, but I believe.
I think
so.
Sure.
And I think that's about it.
Yeah, that is about it. You guys, thank you for tuning in. Our lucky, what is it? 4, but that's so crazy. Nobody claimed it, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
Hey, you know how that goes.
For you.
Look, you know you're doing right when motherfuckers like, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute now.
And
but
we
it's cool.
Said that shit in July. I mean in June. In July, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, our face is done.
All right, guys. We appreciate you listening. If you stuck around this long, I'm glad y'all ain't get that gas card, motherfuckers. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll drop another hint for something.